I work from home, my wife works from home, and we have a cat. And I recently became a dad, which means our floors are constantly collecting hair, litter, crumbs, coffee, and basically everything else that ends up on the ground during a normal day. So when ECOVACS reached out and wanted to sponsor a video on the DEEBOT T90 Pro Omni, I wanted to find out whether something like this could genuinely remove work from my week, or whether it would become just another device I have to maintain. And just to be clear, this video is sponsored by ECOVACS. This is a sponsored overview based on my actual experience using it throughout my house. But I do have some thoughts and some honest opinions on the T90 Pro Omni that I'll get into later. And I never expected it to replace every single vacuum, mop, or any sort of deep cleaning that I would have to do normally during the week. It definitely cannot clean my toilets, but what I wanted to know was whether it could keep our floors at a cleaner baseline so they never get as bad in the first place. Now, ECOVACS is positioning the T90 Pro Omni as more of a mid-range option that still delivers more of a flagship level robot vacuum experience. So that is really what I wanted to test. How much of that premium automation actually makes a difference in my day-to-day use. Getting it started was pretty simple. Everything you need was in the box and the setup was super easy. I placed the Omni station near the middle of my home. I filled the clean water tank, added the included cleaning solution, which is nice, and connected everything through the ECOVACS app and let the robot map out my house. Now, once the map was created, I could divide everything into separate rooms, choose where it cleaned, adjust the suction, water levels, and create schedules around our normal routine. You can have it vacuum only, vacuum and mop at the same time, or vacuum first and then come back later to mop. Now, for most of my normal cleaning, I just use vacuuming and mopping together. It's a lot faster, and I found that the mop actually helped collect some of the finer residue that vacuuming alone occasionally left behind. The part I was probably most interested in was the mopping aspect because I absolutely hate mopping. The T90 Pro Omni uses the Osmo Roller 3.0 system. So instead of dragging flat mop pads around the house, it uses a 27-centimeter roller that spins up to 200 times per minute while fresh water is fed through the system and dirty water is scraped away. So the idea is that it keeps cleaning the roller instead of dragging that same dirty mop pad across the floor. So I mixed up some yogurt, protein powder, and some water to create something thicker than a normal liquid, and I put a small amount in the middle of my foyer and then let the robot clean through it. And it handled that perfectly fine. Then I pushed it a little bit further by spreading plain yogurt across a larger area, and it collected most of it, but because the yogurt was so thick, the roller spread a thin film across part of the floor instead of completely removing everything. So I had to come behind it and finish wiping that area myself. Now, I do not think that the mopping system is bad. It just shows the realistic limitations of what I would actually ask a robot mop to handle for everyday residue and smaller spills, dust, and the mess that builds up from your normal day-to-day life. It does a really good job cleaning up. But if I spill a large amount of yogurt or oil or milk or really anything else that's thick and sticky, I'm probably standing right there when it happens and I'm just gonna be cleaning that up myself. Now, the T90 Pro Omni uses ECOVACS Blast airflow system, which ECOVACS rates for up to 30,000 pascals of suction and 16 liters per second of airflow, which is a very scientific way of saying that it has a lot of suction. But I wanted to see what that actually meant for my floors in a practical way. So I started with a controlled test where I crushed up some chips, put them on the carpet, and sent the robot directly to my studio to clean it. Now, once the cleaning cycle was finished, all the chip debris was gone. And I feel like that is a pretty normal test because if you're in your office eating, you might drop some crumbs on the ground, and it can definitely clean those up as part of your normal day-to-day messes. Now, I did a similar test on the hard flooring, and it also picked up most of that visible dust, crumbs, and debris that I put on the ground. Vacuuming alone occasionally left behind a little bit of that fine residue, but running the vacuum and mop together gave me a more complete result, which is why I recommend running them at the same time. All right, it might be hard to see, but where it did not clean, there's still a lot of leftover debris over here. But then where it did that one pass, it's perfectly clean and super smooth. So it did a really good job with that test. It also handled the different rugs and carpets throughout my house really well. For example, my office has actual carpet that was cut into a rug, and it recognized when it was on the carpet and it cleaned up all the debris and then left those clean vacuum lines behind. We also have a thicker rug in our living room that's sort of made out of wool. Then we have some flatter rugs in our bedroom and the dining room, and then the kitchen has like a little bit of a thicker rug as well. And it transitioned between all of those without a problem. And the triple lift system adjusts the different cleaning components depending on the surface that it's on. So on carpet, the mop roller can lift while the suction increases, which allows it to transition between hard flooring and carpet without me manually having to change everything in the app. Now, ECOVACS also added what they call TruePass Adaptive 4-Wheel Drive to help it cross raised thresholds between rooms. Now, ECOVACS says that the system can cross thresholds up to approximately 0.94 inches, although the actual result will obviously depend on the shape and height of the transition you have in your home. Another big thing is that the obstacle avoidance has also been extremely reliable in the past few weeks that I've used it. A big part of that is what ECOVACS calls the AI-VI 3D 4.0, where it uses AI object recognition, a front structured light system, an RGB camera, and additional sensors to identify objects and determine how closely it can safely clean around them. It also includes supplementary lighting to help the camera and sensors operate in darker areas, and you can see that, for example, when it comes into my office and goes under my tool chest, it actually turns that light on so it can see what it's doing underneath the tool chest. Now, being a dad, having a pet, and working in content creation, I constantly have stuff on the floor. My office regularly has tripods and other equipment just sitting around, and it navigated around them without getting stuck. It also avoided cords, which I've had previous robot vacuums just suck them right up, as well as baby toys and cat toys, while still getting underneath cabinets, underneath my coffee table, and all around the legs of our dining chairs and dining table. And since both of us work from home, noise is also very important. And ECOVACS says its all-around noise reduction system can reduce suction noise by up to 5 decibels, but in real use, you can definitely still hear it. Like, don't expect it to be extremely quiet, especially in a quiet office space, but it's not extremely loud to the point that it disrupts your day unless you have the suction set to one of the higher settings. The only thing is that the auto empty cycle is definitely considerably louder. Although it only lasts for a short time when the robot returns to the station, I wouldn't have that sitting right outside of your office. Now, long hair is one of the easiest things to get wrapped around a vacuum brush, so I wanted to test out the Zero Tangle 4.0 system more directly. And essentially, the Zero Tangle 4.0 uses an airflow directed anti-tangle main brush along with an anti-tangle side brush design to help pull hair into the vacuum instead of allowing it to wrap around the brushes. It's all very technical, but I wanted to show you an example. I'm gonna have to time it right as it goes in front of it, but I have some of my wife's hair here, and we're gonna see if it actually gets tangled up in the mop itself. I'm gonna put it right here. And then immediately I'm gonna stop it so that you believe me that it's actually happening. All right, sucked it up underneath. Okay, I'm gonna stop it and we're gonna see how well it worked. It's not even stuck. Look at that. Nothing. All right, tilt it up. Nothing wrapped up in there. No tangles. It actually works. Now, the T90 also has an AI stain detection, which allows it to identify certain stains and apply a more targeted cleaning strategy rather than treating every section of the floor exactly the same. Now, I also wanted to see how closely it can mop around the edges of the room, so it has what ECOVACS calls the True Edge 3.0, which allows that mopping roller to extend about 1.5 centimeters further out from the robot so it can clean closer to your walls and underneath the edges of cabinets, which is really cool. Now, for the first test, I placed some coffee close to the baseboard and it cleaned that without a problem. Then I tried that thicker yogurt protein powder mixture near the edge and it handled that really well too. And then being able to extend underneath the lip of our cabinets helps it reach areas that would otherwise be super easy to miss. After a normal cleaning run, the robot vacuum returns to the OMNI station where the dustbin is automatically empty. Now, the station also washes the mopping roller with hot water, keeps the clean and dirty water separated, and then dries the roller with hot air and charges the robot for its next cleaning. For normal use, most of the cleanup happens automatically, but I still need to refill the clean water tank, empty the dirty water tank, occasionally inspect the brushes and roller, and replace the dust bag when it eventually fills. Now, the thicker yogurt test created a lot more maintenance than what would be normal. Some of that yogurt mixture actually collected around the roller and underneath the robot, so I had to remove the roller and rinse that area manually. Thankfully though, the roller and several of the components underneath come apart extremely easily. But that is another reason that I would not intentionally send it through a massive thick mess. If the mess would normally require several paper towels, you may end up having to clean the robot afterwards too. They also have what they call power boost charging, which is designed to keep larger cleaning runs moving. When the battery drops below 85%, fast charging automatically activates during one of its normal roller washing breaks, instead of making the robot sit at the station and wait for a complete recharge, which is super cool.
All right, it's just docked to do a fast charge. So right now it's at 63%. And it is 10:58. When it's done, I'll update you on how much is in there. Update, it is 11 a.m. and we're at 74%. So it's moving pretty quick.
Now, ECOVACS says Power Boost can restore up to 10% of the battery in just 3 minutes. It also has adaptive charging, which adjusts the charging strategy based on the size of your home and the cleaning mode. So it can take on enough power to finish the cleaning run without waiting for a full recharge.
So it also has a voice assistant called Yico, where I can say, okay, Yico,
at your service.
Clean the kitchen. And it should start cleaning the kitchen. And mid-clean, you can say, okay, Yico, go back to the dock.
Okay, back to spaceship.
And it should go back. But wait, okay, Yico, clean the studio. And it's going to clean my studio.
So after multiple cleaning runs, I think the most important thing is having a realistic expectation of what this robot vacuum can do. This is not replacing every single vacuum mop or manual cleaning in my house. So if I spill a large bowl of yogurt, oil, or anything crazy, I'm still gonna have to clean it up myself. But that is not what normally builds up around my house every single day. What normally builds up is dust, hair, litter, crumbs, small little food pieces, light spills here and there, and all of the other minor messes that slowly make the floors really dirty. And those are the things that the T90 handled really well. It transitioned between the different rugs and carpets without a problem, crossed the normal threshold around the house, avoided the objects in its path, cleaned smaller spills, got closer to the edges, and handled most of the maintenance itself once it returned to the station. It does not eliminate all cleaning, but it did in fact keep my house at a better baseline. And that means when we finally do a deeper cleaning, there's less of a mess and fewer crumbs and simply less work waiting for me to do. And after living with it for a few weeks, I also understand why ECOVACS is positioning it at a more mid-range price with a flagship level experience. It's not replacing every single cleaning tool I own, but it brings over a lot of the automation that makes a premium robot vacuum genuinely useful. And I remember seeing a quote online recently that said, "I want AI doing my chores so I have more time to create art. I do not want AI creating my art so I have more time to do chores." And honestly, this is the kind of AI that I'm more comfortable letting into my home and handling my day-to-day tasks. It's handling something that I do not want to spend my time doing all the time and giving me more time for the things that I actually care about. I'll leave more information about the ECOVACS DEEBOT T90 Pro Omni down below, and then let me know in the comments what area of your house is the hardest to keep clean.